Hey guys, it's Todd at Empire Music and EmpireMusicOnline.com. For today's Nuts and Bolts segment, I wanted to go over what confuses a lot of people when they see it or we talk about it. It's the S1 electronics that comes standard on the American Elite Stratocasters and Telecasters. That's the full S1. They make a alternative S1 on some of the Mexican Baja models and some other Strats deluxe models, but the full S1 system can be found in any of the Elite models. For today's demonstration, I wanted to focus on the S1 that's in the Stratocaster because that's the Strat's the one guitar that it benefits the most because it adds the most. So what is the S1 and what does it do? So the S1 is, you'll see on the volume knob, it's the part that you can press in and out. So if there's a button that you can push in and push out. That's the S1. What's neat about the S1 is it doesn't rely on any batteries, anything else. You don't have to change batteries. It's not like some kind of an active boost or anything that relies on an 9-volt. It's completely passive circuitry. It's a specially designed pot that makes it happen. And basically what it is, it's a pot that allows you to get alternate wirings of your pickups. So the normal Strat relies on a 5-way switch. When you engage the S1, that 5-way then adds 5 more additional wirings. So now this 5-way in essence is a 10-way. And I'll explain in more detail in a little bit. So that's it. That's what the S1 is. Now, what does it do? Okay, so when the S1 is depressed, it is a normal 5-way switch. So, and it works just like any Stratocaster. So all combined pickups are in parallel, and then you have your 3 main position, main pickup selectors. So you have your bridge, middle, and neck. So like any Strat, you have your bridge. I'm just going to run a clean channel for this demonstration, but you have your bridge pickup, lead pickup. You have your 1 and 2 in parallel, of course the quack, or the funk selections I call it. Your middle is your 3. Standard. Position 4 is your parallel of your middle and neck. And then of course your neck individually. Okay, so that's like any Strat. So where the S1 comes in is now I'm going to go back to position 1 and I'm going to push the button in. So now it's completely changed the wiring concept of the guitar. So instead of just being your bridge only, what it's now doing is combining all 3 pickups, but in a certain way. In position 1, what it's doing, it's combining the middle and neck pickup that is now wired in series with the bridge pickup in parallel. I know it sounds confusing, but it's not. It's the simple sound test that you can hear the difference. So this is standard lead pickup, button out. Now I'm going to press the button in and I'm listening. So you can hear the sound difference. What I think it does is if you're in your lead position and you want your bridge pickup to not be so spiky, so in your face, all you need to do is push that button in, and now it warms that because of these alternate wirings, it's now making this warmer sound or a less aggressive sound. Again, because it's combining the middle and neck, but in what these 2 wired in series. So that's what happens when you press 1, or you're in position 1 when you press it. And then when you go to position 2, again, all 3 pickups are combined, and now it's reversed. Now you have these 2, bridge and middle, wired in series, combined with the neck in parallel. And again, it gives you a different sound as well. So remember, when it's out, this is now working as 1 and 2 in parallel. This is all 3. So out. You can hear definitely hear it in the mids. You can hear how one sounds kind of scooped, the other one has a little more presence to it, or a little more mids to it. What's neat is that what's really functional about this S1 is that it's so handy to just hit a button when you want to change your tone. Instead of having to do any kind of a tap dance on the floor, hitting an EQ pedal or doing this to change the tone here, all you have to do is hit the button. It doesn't matter, and you can be in the same position, and it completely changes the sound and makes it either warmer in most cases for the S1. So that was 2. Position 3 is now combining the bridge in middle in parallel. I'm sorry, in series. My mistake. So out, in. Out, in. You can really hear the difference there. Position 3 is now combining your middle and neck in series. Normally when it's out, it would be in parallel, so now we're running in series. And if those who don't know what parallel and series is, when series is the way a humbucker is wound. So it's one coil after the next. It's hence the series, the way it's going from one to the next, which is giving you that increased output. Parallel, it's like both coils are on next to each other. So you're getting the sound of this one and the sound of this one independently instead of combined. So again, as I said, now we're running these 2 in series, which now is giving you more of that humbucker sound. And then of course, lastly on 5, this is crazy. It's running all 3 pickups in series. So 1, 2, 3, all at one time. I should have mentioned this is out. This is in. You can hear the jump in volume. So that's what the S1 is. I hope I didn't make it sound confusing. It really isn't. But it's if there's one word to describe it, it's versatile. It's just adding without having to have a tech go in there and wire it separately for you. Like, hey, can you make position 2 do this? And the thing, if you just wired something to do one thing, then that's what it's going to do. Whereas this button allows you, it gives you multiple wirings at any time. So it's a fantastic feature. It's only available on the Elites. I mean, you could put this S1 on anything, but again, it comes standard on the Elite. As I said, it makes your Strat a super Strat. So that's the S1. Come in, check it out. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. Ask any one of us here. We all know this stuff. The best thing to do is just come in, hear it for yourself. I try to do the best I can with the amp setup we have. So I'm hoping you were able to hear the difference or discern the difference between the 2. But nothing to replace coming to the shop and just hearing it for yourself. So that's the S1. All right, this is Todd with Empire Music at EmpireMusicOnline.com. Until next time, see ya.